Well, 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 this is the season for catching the vapors, for sure. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King. We are 5 days out from this year's Kentucky Derby. It is Monday morning, folks, and the time is drawing near. We're here today to give you our top 5 win contenders, and from this list, I will pick my top 1 and 2 horses like that, for sure. But before we do, I want to give a big shout out to Omar Tucker, I believe it is, who sent me a love gift. That was just so nice, man. You know, a few shackles. I really appreciate the classiness. And we have a new listener out there, Mike, just emailed me, and I want to welcome him to the community. And tip sheets are available. Get them in, get them in. Thanks, everybody, for your orders. Email me at speedking24@yahoo.com and or text the office 732-804-0637. All right, they're $20 each day, Friday and Saturday, Derby weekend, and if you buy both, they're $35. Again, nice way to help the community. Well, let's get after it. You know, there's five horses that I believe the winner will come from these 5. I haven't made my final synopsis yet, so I'll give you my top 5 win contenders in alphabetical order. And we're going to start right in, not being a homer here because it's East Avenue, because it just happens to be an E. Okay? Well, East Avenue, as you all know, is bred and owned by a Godolphin, a homebred, and of course trained by Brendan Walsh, and Manny Franco got the mount. 2 wins from 5 starts, you know about that, and 1 second. Did win the Breeders' Cup Futurity, but here's a note that you may not know. East Avenue is one of the only 5 horses in here to have won a Grade 1 race, and that was at 2. Okay, the other 4 would be Sandman, the Arkansas Derby, Burnham Square, who won the Bluegrass by a nose over East Avenue, which means East Avenue could have 2 Grade 1s, but he lost by a nose. Switched leads. Anyway, and of course, Journalism, the reporter horse. Journalism won the Santa Anita Derby in nice fashion. And Citizen Bull, who's also won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile race, the race that East Avenue was the heavy favorite in, and the American Pharaoh race, both at 2 years old. So, of the 20 contestants, only 5 of them in here has ever won a Grade 1 race. Okay, and East Avenue is 1 nose away from having 2 Grade 1s. Just a little side note. So East Avenue, of course, did not run very well after the Breeders' Cup Futurity. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile, he stumbled at the start. They turned him out in November. He returned off of a 106-day layoff into the Risen Star as his first start as a 3-year-old, and ran 10th. I mean, no one can answer the question why. Go back and look at my Risen Star video. Obviously, I picked East Avenue to win that race. But then they turned him out for 52 days. So his second start as a 3-year-old, they went into the Bluegrass. He was 9-2, okay, because no one could explain his last 2 races. And I called it a light bulb moment. I thought it was going to be a coming out party for him that day, and it was exactly that. He's a nose away from winning the Bluegrass. My question to you is, if he won the Bluegrass, would we be having a different conversation? Well, I really believe he could have won that race if he didn't switch back to his left lead about 50 yards away from home, for sure, all right? That being said, I think that's the jump-off point. This is a very, very beautifully bred animal by Medaglia Dora, who's out of Dance Music, the mare who was by Dance Card, and the sire of Dance Music is the great Ghost Zapper. So again, if the Bluegrass was a true true race for East Avenue, I think that he can make his presence felt. Now, again, I know everybody think there's going to be a speed meltdown in the Derby. I don't think so, because the jockeys can read the racing form as well, right? They're not going to go out there and commit suicide among the first 4 or 5 horses. Of course, Owens Almighty's going to have to go pretty quick. Neil Equus, the number 2 horse, is going to go for sure. and the number 5 horse, the American Lucas horse, is going to go. And of course, you got Citizen Bull sitting on the rail, but I don't think it's going to be a meltdown. The jockeys are too smart for that, and they're just not going to go out there with all great guns, okay? So East Avenue is one of my top 5 win contenders on this year's Derby list. The next one in line is Grande, right? Well, again, I mean, I looked at this race top and bottom. The number 10 horse, who has a beautiful post position, by the way, and also East Avenue, the 12 horse, has a good post position. Well, Grande's 20-1 on the morning line, just like East Avenue, who's 20-1 on the morning line. And it's quietly Todd Pletcher, y'all. Pletcher and Johnny V finally reunited back with this horse. Did not ride him in the Wood Memorial. Dylan Davis did, because Johnny V was over in Dubai Carnival Day that day. But again, Grande, the big knock, if there's any knock on him, is not that if he's talented and we know he's going to have more ability, is that he's only got 3 starts, okay? So he may be a little light on experience. But I tell you what, this son of Curlin is bred beautifully, and we know he could get the distance. He is the same sire, Curlin, that journalist, the reporter horse got. Okay, now 2 wins from 3 starts, having ran second in the Wood Memorial. I had told everybody, go back and watch the race. And this horse lost a lot of ground on both turns. And if he'd have saved any ground, the horse that I have interest in, Rodriguez, because he's by Authentic, he wouldn't have won that race. This horse would have won the Wood Memorial, in my humble opinion. And I just think he's sneaky good, and I think he's going to get better off of his Wood Memorial race. I mean, it is a grade 2 race. The horse that came from a maiden to an allowance and stepped right in to a grade 2 race and ran a bang-up race against a field of 10. He can only learn from that. Being reunited once again with his boy, Johnny V, the Hall of Famer, who has about 3 derbies to his credit, surely knows how to get around this racetrack. So I think he's just sneaky good. I mean, if you don't like him on top, there's just no way not to use him in your exacta tries and superfectors underneath in your verticals. To me, Grande deserved to be on my top 5 win contenders list, for sure. And number 3 here is the old Rodriguez, the son of Authentic, as you see over there winning the Derby. And, of course, you see over there winning the Breeders' Cup. Well, everybody knows that Rodriguez won the Wood Memorial, who I don't think he would have if Grande would have saved any ground. But we were happy for it because we have shares in Authentic, and this is one of his first babies from the first crop, and he ran a beautiful race. He saved all the ground. He's speedy. He is the son of a Derby winner already, and he's also the son of a Breeders' Cup Classic winner. So let's not throw no shade on him, right? Rodriguez is a very nice horse, and we have a rooting interest for him, as you well know. We think that Rodriguez, who was trained by the same trainer that trained that trained Authentic, Bob Baffert, and Mikey, the old timer, the old Hall of Famer, is in the orange, right? This one, of course, has 2 wins from 5 starts, 2 seconds, and 1/3 has always hit the board. But it's not going to be that easy. I'm going to be rooting for him if I pick him on top or not, because he's the son of Authentic. He is installed in the 4 post position at 12-1. Does deserve to be looked at. At worst case, you gotta like the way that he ran that race, saving ground or not, okay? He'll have a little more, or maybe a lot more pressure up front. Maybe he can sit, and I think that he can. I thought Rodriguez, our 3rd horse on our top 5 win contenders for the Derby, deserved to be on there without being a homer. And number 4, well, you don't have to look far. You know how I think, what I think about Sandman. I just think this horse is sitting on go-go, y'all. And I told you that before. To me, Sandman drew the 17th post. I guess we should have some conversation about this. I mean, Lynn Raggedson come ringing in my head as soon as I seen it. I get a ton of emails, and I did a post position draw, and we went over the 17 posts, and we all know that this race is 0-for-0-0. No one has ever won the Derby from the 17th post, and at 6-1, Sandman has been installed in there. And if I would have ever took that question to the late, great Lynn Raggedson, could this horse win from the 17 hole, being that no one has ever did, I can hear him now saying, that may be true, that no one's won from there. But I'm not concerned about those. I'm concerned about this one. Can this one win from this post? And that's actually how you should really handicap the race. But historically, we, as Derby fans and horse fans, we like to bring up different scenarios and different historical facts. But the fact is, Sandman to me is bred beautifully to get the distance, probably better than anyone in this field, right? I would be shocked if this horse don't hit the board first, second, third, for sure. I mean, I just think this horse is sitting on a big race for sure. Sandman trained by Mark Casse. Oh yeah, the classy Mark Casse. And he's got Jose Ortiz. I thought it was a brilliant idea when they put him on in the Arkansas Derby. No shade on Christian Torres, nice rider, but man, what a beautiful ride that he gave him. Yeah, he was breakdancing coming down the lane looking like Michael Jackson, but that's a young horse who only had 7 starts there. How much more did he learn coming out of the Arkansas Derby at 7-2? We were at the window cashing big time on that one. But number 17 installed at 6-1 by Tappet, who don't win a whole lot of derbies, 0. The Tappet horse, they always hit the board. But hey, the grandsire is the late great, and I mean the late great distorted humor, right? Don't get it twisted. This one could go the distance, and this horse, I don't see how you could keep him off the board. If he wins it or not, that's yet to be seen. All right? Sandman deserved to be on our list. And the last horse, number 5, is, of course, it's another Godolphin, y'all. It's Sovereignty. Well, what do you want me to say, right? Hey, Sovereignty is installed down there in post number 18, and guess who's training him? My guy, he's a Hall of Famer. It's Billy Mott. Nobody can beat the Wiz, right? No one can beat Bill. I'm telling you, Ken, nobody prep a horse better than Billy Mott, y'all. I mean, you can go see Cigar, you can go see Cody. Wish I could just keep rattling them off, boy. You want to talk about a classy trainer who knows his business. Old school dude, like Richard Mandela, like that, right? These cats know what they're doing, and in Bill Mott, I trust. And to add injury to insult, he's training for the homebred, the home team, the Silky Blue. That's right, Godolphin and Godolphin. So you mean to tell me I get 2 for 1? I get my top trainer that I love, outside of Bobby Franco, and him and Steve Asmussen is right there, Billy Mott. I get Billy Mott, my guy, and I can also get my boys out there in Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed and them. Please. Oh, you don't think Sovereignty's going to be there? Man, you got to be out of your mind. And no one on this channel should ever have Godolphin beat them. Let it be East Avenue or Sovereignty. You better have some of them on your exacta tickets for sure. But Sovereignty's a beautiful horse by intermission on the back end by the homebred sire or stallion Bernardini, right? Hey, 2 wins from 5 starts, 2 seconds, right? We went through the Mott thing already. This one is bred top and bottom. And did you see the beautiful Florida Derby? Wide on both turns, right? Came on home behind Tapestry, who's no longer in this race. Okay? So Tapan Street is no longer in the race. I hope he's doing okay. And Billy Mott's going to have this one ready to roll, y'all. Funk and roll with the home team. So there's my top 5. I'm going to narrow it down. I'm probably going to do my final video of my top win selection in here for sure. Everybody already know Journalist is the number 8 horse. No shade on him. I put him on my top 10 throwout. He can surely run underneath Journalism on any of the tickets if I play vertically. I just don't think he's going to win this race, and I'll still stand by that. If he does win it, I'll take my hat off and wish him the best as he goes forward towards the Triple Crown. So there's my top 5 win contenders, right? I'll probably do my last video, who's my top pick on Wednesday morning, as well as send out the tip sheet. So number 1 is the old Godolphin homebred. This one's bred beautifully, y'all. The old East Avenue. Hey, light bulb moment. Don't be shocked. He's 20-1. Hello. Number 2 is, Grande. I think Fletcher's sitting on a nice horse here, y'all. And number 3, it's the homeboy, right? Rodriguez, where I have some rooting interest. And of course, number 4 on our list is the Sandman. Wow. I mean, come on, y'all. Will he be the first to break that snide on post 17? Right? Lynn Racketson said, we're not betting history, we're betting this horse. What do you think about him? Do we have the numbers? Do we have the poise? Yeah, he can win from the 17th post. And the number 5 on my list, of course, is Sovereignty. You know, Homebred, Godolphin, Billy Mott, Alvarado's back, Manny Franco's off. No shade on Manny, for sure. He's on East Avenue. Hello. So again, there's my top 5. I will have my top win contender, who I think is going to win this year's Kentucky Derby. Stay tuned, y'all. Thanks for all your support. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King, of course. He don't have that reporter horse on his thing. Not to win. No, sir. Not me. Don't got me. No. I ain't doing that. Why would I do that? At 5-2, 3-1, 20 horse field? Please. Not me. There's my top 5, y'all. East Avenue, Grande, Rodriguez, Sandman, Sovereignty, the Homebred. Anybody shocked that I got both Godolphins on my list?